Hey guys, you're very welcome to your pick a card reading. So as you can see from the title, it's in connection with the ex. So this is an ex that you deemed most significant so far in your life. And what was the lesson around that relationship? Now this is a spread that I've created myself. So I'm Steph if you're new to my readings, and you're very welcome to Freedom Out of Darkness Tarot. So I have created this spread, guys, and I hope that you enjoy it. So you have a choice between 3 decks: the Archangel Power Tarot cards, the Rider-Waite deck, and the Gypsy Oracle cards. So I'll allow you to connect with your intuition, ask you to connect with your intuition, and what is your first thought, number 1, number 2, number 3, and go with that, guys. So I hope you enjoy the reading. I hope that you get something for it, and don't forget to like, share, and comment also, guys. And let's get started. Welcome to those of you who chose number 1 and the Archangel Power Tarot cards. Okay, guys, so I have connected into your energy and pre-shuffled the deck, and we're going to see the ex. What was their energy coming into the relationship? What was their energy in the relationship? What was their energy leaving the relationship? Then we're going to look at the underlying reason for the relationship. And then we're going to look at the main purpose of the relationship. And then we're going to look at where this led you. Okay, guys, at the bottom of the deck we have the Knight of Michael. So somebody was getting out of Dodge fairly quickly here. The Knight of Michael is a situation where you had to emotionally detach from somebody in order to make decisions based on your highest good. So you were strong and committed. You may have been making a lot of head-based decisions. Or they may have been making a lot of head-based decisions. So time to move quickly, choose logic over emotions and sudden changes. So I'm getting the sense that either you or they emotionally detached, and the relationship ended quite quickly here, even though you felt there was a commitment. They may have been showing this energy but being quite flighty as well. So guys, I just want to make sure you can see all the cards. So their energy coming into the relationship, the Chariot. So determination and self-control, career advancement, and knowledge of success by others. So it seems that they were in a really, really good place, and they were definitely having some self-control, possibly over their ego, or they were being pulled in 2 different directions here from the get-go. Maybe they wanted to commit, but they had fear of commitment. Maybe they didn't communicate effectively, and there was a lot of passive aggressive energy, I feel. So they were going through a career advancement or going through some sort of career changes, and they seem to have come to a successful place where their energy was being recognized by others, or talents were being recognized by others. They may very well of moved for a job or relocation, change jobs, and that's how ye met each other, through their travels, through their movement energy. But they needed to practice self-control here, and really determination is about what do they want, what they may have very well pursued you in a aggressive way, and not in like, they may have like not been taking no for an answer at the beginning, and this is what initiated the relationship. They may have been pursuing you here. So let's see the energy in the relationship. Five of Wands. So there may have been a lot of outside people's opinions and gossip and drama. Other people's influences may have affected their energy, may have been dragging them, and I do feel a pull between the light and the dark here. Maybe they were just filled with drama and conflict and arguments in their life, and they brought this energy in with them. Even though they were trying to make some positive changes, I feel there was still this push and pull between their shadow, their ego, and the light and the authentic soul. So a challenge you can resolve: withdraw from the drama of others, have patience with yourself and those around you. So this is somebody who can kind of they find reasons to have arguments, or everything was an argument with them, and the relationship seems to have been like, if especially with the communications issue, even though they were quite intellectual, they seem to chose their head over their heart here. And when you're in alignment with your heart, you would disengage from drama and conflict and petty arguments, and you would follow your heart here. But it seems like this person was trying, I do feel that they were trying to detach from past lover or past family conflicts. Maybe a group of people that they spent time with was all based on ego and competition. But it's a challenge that could be resolved. So maybe you were constantly fighting and making up, and the Five of Wands is like, they go and tell a friend about the argument, or they go and tell their mother about the argument. You go and speak to a friend about the argument, and everybody has an opinion, and everybody's giving you should do this or you should do that. But most other people's advice upon your relationship can cause damage, because if somebody is constantly bad mouthing you to their friends or family, how are their friends or family ever going to like you? And that's what I feel was going on here. There was a lot of interference, a lot of unnecessary petty arguments, and this person seemed to be somebody who could like fly off the handle at any given moment here. But I do feel like that the issues were not surmountable, that they could have been resolved, but it was calling for them to not allow other people to interfere in the relationship. So let's look at their energy leaving the relationship. The Ace of Gabriel. So a gift of passion, opportunity and inspiration, to chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. Now this is the Ace of Wands. So I do feel initially from this card that their desires or their ego may have got the better of them, where they possibly engaged with a fling or a one night stand, a sexual encounter here, that really kind of caused them to detach from you. So I feel like that maybe the arguments caused the spark or the passion to leave the relationship, and they were seeking this energy. So it seems like somebody was very much in their ego and driven by desire, driven by sexual needs here, and they were never really emotionally invested in the situation, and this caused a lot of hurt for you. I can feel that energy, that it really, really hurt you, because you seem to have wanted to resolve the conflict. You seem to be committed here, and they were the ones that were very hard to read. And yes, that isn't what the card says, guys, but this is an intuitive psychic reading. And because I feel like they took up an opportunity here, they may have decided to leave and travel for work, or move for work again, or their job or career or their creative talents took them away from the connection here. So fire energy, air energy, water energy coming in here. So what was the underlying reason for the relationship? The Magician. So you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. So there was opportunities here for growth. There was opportunities here to understand the type of energy that you're attracting into your life. Know that what we think about, what we feel. And guys, I know all about attracting players and people who are non-committal, or people who always have an argument. I was in a very toxic relationship for 5.5 years, and it was always conflict and drama, and he used to be running to his family and blaming all the problems on me, and that's what I feel here. So Archangel Raziel is linked to a past life energy. So it's about taking responsibility for our control, for the direction in which we are choosing to go. So if we want commitment, if we want long-term relationships, well, then we need to be looking at what the person is showing up. If somebody's showing up as a player, or the energy is difficult in the relationship, that can tell you that this relationship is not the best for you. So there is a balance here between the light and the dark. So there was some positive aspects of this relationship. It also may have led you to follow your heart, with the Ace of Gabriel here, that you understood that you deserve passion, you deserve to be supported and loved, your partner to give you inspiration and drive to move forward in your life and support you along the way. So I feel like this is really about the balancing. So helping you to balance your own chakra energies, help you to balance your own masculine and feminine energies, by understanding that there needs to be a give and take that takes place in healthy relationships. And like, our emotions have to play a role. So when we're making decisions based on our highest good, they will always be a head and heart alignment. So although it's not easy to overcome a relationship where somebody was never really committed and you wanted commitment, it's about the fact that in life, emotional detachment is absolutely necessary, because if somebody is hurting us or the relationship is just not helping us grow and develop in a positive way, that there's always drama and conflict. No matter how much you love that person deep down, your body, your soul is telling you that it has come to an end because it's causing you more pain than happiness here. So it's about taking responsibility, and understanding when to walk away and when enough is enough, and what is in your highest good and what isn't. So we are in control, and there's people that will come into our lives and they're there to teach us lessons, guys, and some of them are uncomfortable, and they hurt really, really badly. But it's about how we use our thoughts, the power of our mind, the power of our energy, and how we can use that to change and shift and move forward in a positive way. So this was helping you to understand the powerful spiritual being that you are, and that you have the ability to change things. You have the ability to create a life that you truly want, not with somebody who wants to have arguments or is emotionally unavailable to you. So let's see the main purpose around the relationship, the High Priestess. Yes, guys, so we have the number 1 and we have number 2. So this is part of your evolution. We start as the Fool energy in the tarot, and where we move, we set out into the world to experience life in all its glory, and to experience both the dark and the light. And then through our experiences, through learning how to navigate the path that we walk upon. So the Fool completely trusts. He trusts in the divine. He trusts in the Creator. He knows that he's been divinely guided, but sometimes we lack experience when we're in the Fool energy, or there's a new experience that we haven't encountered. And the reason why I feel this is because you moved on from that type of inexperience to become the Magician. So here we start realizing that yes, we are being divinely guided. Yes, there is a plan and a purpose and a mission for us here in this lifetime. But we also have the power of free will. We also have the ability to change and to alter circumstances through. Sorry guys, I had a slight interruption. So the High Priestess here, so now we're understanding that we have the power to change, to shift the energy, to make decisions on our highest good. And you may very well have realized that what you truly deserve through this energy, and you had this led you to something even better here, I feel. And it may not have seemed like that at the time, but it definitely did, because this is the main purpose of the relationship. So this is telling you powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation to provide valuable information and be at peace. So with all this drama and conflict and chaos, You knew that this wasn't the right relationship, this wasn't the right person for you, and this came through reflection here. This came through listening to your intuition, and your intuition was telling you that this person was a player, or they were having this energy of battling the light and dark, the ego and the ego within them. And this made you highly intuitive. You may have had a deep sense of knowing that other people were interfering in the connection. You may have had a deep sense of knowing that that this situation was best to withdraw from. And it also was bringing you to a spiritual awakening, an ascension of your own psychic abilities here, to help you really trust yourself, to trust your intuition. Also, you now look at things from a different perspective. You now see things in a different light because you have learned many valuable lessons that you deserve peace and love and harmony and balance in your life, and you deserve the best, absolutely. The High Priestess is also saying about paying attention to the signs, paying attention to the not only what somebody says, but paying attention to their tone of voice, paying attention to their body language, paying attention to their actions and how they speak and communicate, because you seem to have learned a great deal of lessons through all the drama and the conflict that had occurred within this person and around this person and within the relationship as well. So really, and that's exactly, guys, like when I left my ex, I came back into my spiritual path, and I was dragged down into a world of ego and conflict and drama when I was with them. And this seems to be exactly similar situation where we took back control of our lives, and we understand that it's us who makes the decisions for us, not emotional manipulation, not somebody else trying to paint a picture or trying to control you in some way as well, guys. So it really led you to a very powerful place where you're learning how really to listen to those spider tingling senses, listening with your intuitive mind and observing a little bit more, and paying attention to the red flags also. So let's see, where did all this lead you? King of Michael. So it seems like, and the reason why I'm laughing is because it seems like, yes, look guys, we have the Queen of Michael, the King of Michael, which is counterpart energy. So it seems like you learned a lot from this person's shadow self. You learned a lot about the balance of a masculine and feminine energy, about the balance within a relationship here. This may have led to a divorce. For some, if you are married, or this really brought in your self-reliance here. Their ambition seems to have maybe played a part in the possible disconnection here. Five of Michael, which is the Five of Swords. This situation doesn't serve you. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. So what I feel like, this person did not match your energy from the get-go, because they're the nice and you led into your power. So you learned self-respect, you learned self-control, you learned how to be rational and not allow your emotional body to totally control or domineer your actions or your life or your decisions. This is where love is blind, and you've woken up. So you've got your head and heart in alignment, but it took much growth and evolution for you, and it took much discipline on your part to really walk away from a very conflicted, a very like detrimental relationship. So wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. So this ex, if they do come back around, guys, I'm recording this on the 22nd of June 2019. We're facing into, we have a lot of retrograde planets, and Neptune and Neptune and Mercury are due to go retrograde. And we also have eclipse season here coming in, Cancer and Leo season, and that can bring about a lot of energy from the past. So what I feel here is that if there is a conversation, you really need to let this person know exactly the level of damage and hurt that they caused you, but that you've grown stronger from it, and you learned that love is blind, and sometimes love has nothing got to do with it. It's like that Tina Turner song, what's love got to do with it, when somebody is hurting you and beating you down and causing you pain. So you came into your power here, and you spoke your truths, and you stayed within your integrity, and you understood that you had to emotionally detach in order for you to fully move on with your life, in order for you to follow your own ambitions, follow your own truths, and stay in alignment with that integrity by being open and honest with yourself. And you can't always expect honesty from other people, but you can absolutely expect it from yourself. So we're going to look at your angel advice and guidance now, in the here and now, around how you can fully heal and move on from this relationship. But it feels like you've learned a lot here. Guiding your path. So yes, your psychic, your spiritual gifts, your spiritual connection with your angels and guides were heightened, and you pay more attention to the guidance that you are receiving. So your path is being guided. You are being guided on your path. Your desires will come true. So although this situation, I mean, somebody could definitely, because we have the Queen of Michael here showing up with the King. For some of you, this conflict, the problems within this relationship can be within this connection can be surmounted, but it's requiring you to have an open and honest communication with each other, and it could lead to a marriage or a partnership as well. So somebody, if this isn't the person, this is somebody that is matching your energy coming in for you guys. So it will be different for you guys, but I do feel that there is this 3 scenarios. Well, three where you could have been married to this person and now you're divorcing them. Secondly, this person could come back around, and there needs to be a conversation that needs to have, and that could lead to the relationship coming back together, or you're going to meet somebody who is in alignment with your energy, for sure. So you're being guided. Trust in the symbols, trust in your repetitive thoughts, trust in your feelings, and spend time in nature here. You may be guided to do a gardening course, or just take a walk in nature. The more you can ground yourself and connect with Mother Earth at this time. Visualize roots coming from the soles of your feet, going down deep into the core, into Mother Earth, and ground yourself. And also looking at the beauty and the miracles that are all around us, that happen each and every day through nature. And also animals and pets. Spending time with them at this time is very, very important for your healing and spiritual growth. So let's see what your spirit guides would like to bring you in as advice and guidance moving forward. Receive. So you are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others, but now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is a natural law and order of the universe. And I did feel, guys, that the healthy relationships and the lesson was around the fact that there needs to be a give and take in healthy relationships, that your energy isn't need to be zapped or drained or in conflict, that you deserve to receive the love and the care and the kindness and the compassion that you give to others back to you. So let's see what the overarching soul lesson was in this relationship, and for you now at this time as well. Denial. So I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So yes, it's not easy letting go. It's not easy moving on, especially if there was a lot of sex and passion and a lot of attraction here. I do feel like it went from very, very good to very, very bad, in a flip-flop energy throughout this connection here. And you needed to get really, really honest with yourself and start speaking your truth and not compromising yourself for other people's egos or other people's BS. So I acknowledge my fear, but I replaced it with the insight of awareness. So that's when you become the magician and the high priestess. You face your fears, you face your shadows, and you understand that awareness, that you understand in knowing yourself better and what you want and what you truly desire brings that about much, much easier. So there's a need here for you to release any denial that you might have or have gone through in the past when it comes to people not being in your highest good. There is a need for you to open up to your mind to the possibilities of new experiences, new people in your life, and also that you be very honest and open with yourself, and you listen to your heart, and you get your head and heart in alignment here by making the best decisions that are in your highest good. And sometimes that does require you to emotionally detach and release the outcome of a situation, of a relationship, and just know that you are guided on your highest path to your highest good, and the universe will always bring you what you need and not necessarily what you want. So learning acceptance, learning to move on and not beat yourself up about what didn't work out in the past, that you have grown and evolved and stepped into your power here, where you are intuitively being guided, as well as having a healthy dose of realism in your life, a healthy dose of reality in your life as well, which is very, very healthy, because that allows you to open yourself up to receiving and not just being an empty tap where you give, and people take your kindness for weakness then. So, number one, I hope and trust that this reading has helped you in some way, and do hit the like button, share, subscribe if you're not. I'd love to have you here on the channel, and if you feel guided to, drop me a comment or send me an email. I love being in communication with you guys. So take care of yourselves and be good to yourselves, and know that you deserve love. Hey guys, so welcome to those of you who chose number 2 and the Rider-Waite deck. So this is original spread, guys, that I've created, if you didn't watch the intro. So if it's been used, please credit it back to Freedom Out of Darkness Tarot. If this is your first time checking out one of my readings, you're very welcome to my channel. My name is Steph, and thanks as always to my regular viewers and subscribers. So guys, we're going to look at the X and what was the lesson. What is the lesson? What was the lesson? We're going to look at their energy coming into the relationship. We're going to look at their energy in the relationship. We're going to look at their energy leaving the relationship. We're going to see what was the underlying reason for the relationship, the main purpose of the relationship, which is it's kind of similar, but it's it's kind of similar energy, but we're looking at it in different ways here. And where did this all lead you? Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but we'll keep it turned over for now. The Lover's energy at the bottom of the deck. So immediately what I felt here was that if you are making heart-based decisions, that you may have needed to use logic within this relationship. So if you're making decisions based on your heart all of the time, so that means if you're staying in a toxic relationship because you love somebody, and it doesn't matter how bad they treat you, you still stay. And I know what it's like to do that. This is when you need to start making head-based decisions and emotionally detached. So there was a soul contract here, and there was possibly a decision that needed to be made between two people, or two different directions in your life. This was a soulmate energy, for like when the people that we meet in our journey, they're all soulmates, but you seem to have had a very strong soul contract or soul tie to this person, and they to you. So let's see what their energy was coming in. The Three of Swords. So they had been through a lot of disappointment, a lot of mental anguish. They may have been regretting past hurts and pains. They may have come out of a third party situation. So this is why I feel there was a decision between two people, or a decision in a direction to go. Maybe they decided to leave a romantic relationship to be with you. Somebody that broke their heart here, but this is remembering the heartache. So it seems like they were a little bit a little bit hurt, for the want of a better word, a little bit not damaged. Like, I feel like their past relationships really done a number on them here, and they kind of lived with regret. They may have lived with the regret of what they done to somebody, or may have lived with a regret that they cheated on you, let you down in some way, broke your heart here. So from the get-go, this person was very much in their head, thinking about the heartache and the disappointments that they've had in the past, which is quite interesting. It may also have been healing or trying to overcome an ex-cheater or a person that dragged them into a third-party situation, or somebody who chose somebody else over them, which really, really caused them a lot of mental anguish, and really hurt them. So their energy in the relationship is the Death card. So I feel like they were striving towards allowing one door to close and to embrace new opportunities. They were stepping into the unknown here. So they were being called. They were going through like the dark night of the soul. They were going through some sort of a transformation here. But the Death card is saying endings bring about new beginnings. So something that ended, that caused them a lot of pain, led them into the relationship with you, which feels like they may have very well been on the rebound when they connected with you, but they were very much drawn to you. Like there was a divinely guided reason for ye coming together at this time. At the time that you did come together, you may have both been experiencing a lot of changes, a lot of endings in your life, and you are being called to embrace new beginnings, shed old patterns of behaviors, old belief systems, and have that rebirth. So Scorpio energy, Libra energy, Gemini energy as well. So I am feeling very much so that this person was kind of on rocky ground and slightly afraid. They could have having a fear of commitment or a fear of having their heart broke again, which may very well have led them to make head-based decisions. So their fear overrided what they felt on an emotional level, and this may have caused them to be in their shadow when they were with you also. Sorry guys if you heard that. That was my stomach rumbling. I need to get food. So their energy leaving the relationship, guys. This person, I feel, may have cheated or let you down very early on in the relationship, and they regretted that the whole way through. And this did come at a time when they were experiencing a lot of inner changes within themselves, and a lot of external changes as well. They may have literally lost everything. They may have, like, they were definitely leaving this relationship with a lot of regrets, and they wish that they didn't, because I feel like you were their divine partner. you were like a twin flame or a soulmate, that they had a very strong bond from a past life, and they felt magnetically drawn to you. They felt stripped down and bare and naked when they were with you, because you could see them for who they truly were. You wanted to see them at a soul level here, but I feel like you had an inclination that they still had a lot of changing to do. They still had a lot of lessons to learn. And this could have been due to their past actions here. So this person seems to have left a trail of heartache and disappointment and regret in their wake. And I do feel like the Two of Swords is my emotional detachment card. So again, what they weren't really listening to what their heart was telling them. They were listening to the pain. But this person is somebody who goes like that when you emotionally detach from somebody or a situation, sometimes it is in your highest good. And again, that's like old song Tina Turner, What Love Has Got to Do with It. When somebody is hurting you and cheating on you and lying to you and betraying you, no matter how much you love them, it's really in your best interest to cut the cards and walk away. And that's where emotional detachment comes in. But this person may have definitely had a decision to make, and they decided to kind of shut out the opinions of everybody else and listen to what they were being guided to do, which is kind of like, I feel a flip-flopping energy of head and heart being pulled and dragged between their head and heart, between their head and heart. So their ego may have got in the way here of making decisions. And if they did emotionally detach from you and they were making decisions based on logic rather than what they were feeling, this was detrimental to them and to your connection here. But in the end, they didn't gain anything. If anything, they lost the best person that ever. I feel they lost the best thing that ever happened to them. They're Two of Cups. Somebody that is you, who wanted to see them at a soul level, who wanted to help them overcome their childhood traumas, previous relationships. They were being called into a transformation, but it feels like they couldn't let the past go, or they were refusing to look at the future with you. They were in too much regret. So this is somebody who could have possibly have cheated, and that ate them up inside, and that caused them to be emotionally unavailable to you. They may have also experienced a death or a tragedy in their lives, and they were mourning the loss of this person, or something changed that they did not want to change, or something left that they didn't have any control over. But again, they're bringing me to the Two of Cups standing upright, and then the Lover's card. If only they had let the past go, if only they had embraced the connection with you, great happiness would have come in here. Star card, yes, divinely guided. And I feel that they were very much on the right path with you, but something changed and they started going backwards again. So let's see what the main purpose of the relationship was. Six of Wands. So this is absolutely clarifying what I just said. The Six of Wands is your victory, is your success, is overcoming the obstacles and the hurdles, to persevere, to move forward in a positive way here. So this led you to move forward. This led you, like, the main purpose, I feel like pride and ego definitely got in the way here. And when you have pride and ego, sometimes you forget to acknowledge the people around you that are supporting you, that are helping you along your path. This person may very well have just been totally in their ego, and they didn't want to put the hard work and energy and effort into the connection that was required of them to make the changes necessary to embrace true happiness, because they seem to have been left in sadness and misery here, and loneliness as well, and even a bit of depression. So this person cut themselves off from you, from the world possibly, and went into a self-pity or crying over spilt milk energy. But this was leading you to a victory. This was leading you towards, and maybe this relationship was the lesson for you to understand that you deserve much better than cheating, than lying, than being betrayed, than having knives put in your heart. You deserve better, and you moved on, and you had a victory here, you had success here. Your positive outlook, your positive expectations, and your ability to look to the future was really called in here. This is Sagittarius, Jupiter in Sagittarius energy. So this was actually propelling you to move forward in a much more positive, successful way with your love relationships, with your career, with your life in general here. And people recognize that you put in a lot of energy and effort and work into this connection, and you may have had a lot of people not agreeing with you, not supporting you, and you may have had the couple that were supporting you and showing you that there was a better way here. There's also an olive branch. So this relationship, guys, if this person decided to not focus so much on what they didn't have and focus on what they do have, and present that olive branch to offer an explanation, to have peace and harmony restored within the connection, this could have moved very successfully forward here. So you have to understand through this relationship that you cannot change the past, that you can only learn from it, and the serenity prayer is coming in, and this is absolutely leading you to a true like, this could have been a karmic or just a soul contract that came in to teach you a lot of difficult lessons so that you could step up into your power, so you could recognize where your efforts are worth it and where they are not. So things done in vain, putting all your energy and effort into something that was possibly destined to fail, and it wasn't that it was destined to fail because of you, it was because of them and their inability to change. So sorry guys, this was the underlining reason. So this was to help you move forward in a much more confident way, understanding when you put when you've given 110% to somebody or a relationship and they're not working with you, the underlining reason was for you to step up into your power and to move on in a more positive, optimistic way, to have success and growth in meaningful relationships where there's a balance of give and take, where people are emotionally invested. So this is the main reason. The Ace of Cups. So guys, for some, this could be a reconciliation taking place here with the Death card. The ex may very well be now understanding that you were the love of their life, that you were the person that they were meant to marry and commit to. But is it too little, too late? The Ace of Cups is also saying that the heart chakra energy, so you needed to connect with your heart. You needed to really understand yourself on an emotional level and embrace new beginnings, whether they be friendships or romantic partners. But there was love here, and two people experienced love, and it was divinely guided to you. So there was a deep sense of love and a bond here that was undeniable. And this could possibly, it was for you to open up your heart chakra. It was for you to be able to not only give love, but understand that you deserve to receive love also. So this brought you to a significant transformation when it comes to relationships and romantic partners, where you understand that a successful relationship has a give and take, that there is a flow of energy and people are emotionally available. They're open to communicating how they feel. They're open to expressing themselves on an emotional level as well. And this, as I feel, this relationship was absolutely to teach you the shadow aspects of a karmic relationship so that you can embrace true love in your life, so you can better understand what the fundamental ingredients are for a relationship. So mutual respect, kindness, compassion, a willingness to give and receive love, a willingness to support and to be there through the good, the bad and the ugly. So where did this lead you? And this is you putting your energy and effort into things that are worthwhile in your life. So your friendships, your family, your career, embracing new love. You may find work or you may find love connected to your job or the work that you do. This is about you understanding that where you put your time, energy and effort is what's going to manifest into your life here. And you can't do the work for anybody else. You can only do the work for yourself. So learning from our shadow selves is something that nobody else can do. People will mirror back to us aspects of self that we don't necessarily like, so that we can recognize it, so we can bring it to the surface, deal with it, heal it, and grow from it. So I feel that you may have turned your back on love. You may have disconnected from any type of emotional experiences and put your head down put your head down into your work, your career, your creative talents, into your stability, into your finances, building a home, building a business, building a life. So for some, there is an awakening happening, and this ex may very well come back and realize the connection that you have, which is helping you to move on and have this reconciliation, have this opening of your heart chakra to build together, to work together. And others of you, this is definitely a relationship that taught you the meaning of true love and relationships and what it means to be in a committed relationship, and that you also need to focus on a balance between love and career, family and friends, balancing your own masculine and feminine energies also, and understanding that you need to see some sort of energy exchange. So you can't be doing all the work in the relationships. It requires two people to come together and the desire to want to work together and grow together. So let's see what your angels would like to give you as guidance at this time. Sadness is healing. So as sadness heals and happiness awaits you, Ace of Cups, happiness. They may very well be going through the dark night of the soul, and as soon as they shift their focus and energy and make the changes that they're being called to, so the sadness that you felt, the loss that you felt is healing here, and you are embracing happiness. You are embracing moving on in your life and focusing on your life and building your life in the way that you wanted to, which is leading you to a soulmate, a marriage, a life partnership where there is a healthy connection, where there is two people who see each other at a soul level and want to embrace each other, support and love each other. So you are overcoming this energy, and you are understanding that, as I said, you cannot change the past. You can only learn from it, grow from it and move on. So changing your mindset, positive affirmations, healing music, rose quartz help you open up your heart chakra. A clear quartz will help you gain clarity of your mind and make decisions that are in your highest good. Divine guidance. So you are being divinely guided when it comes to your career and your relationships. You're always being divinely guided. So you need to trust in repetitive thoughts and ideas, recurring dreams, signs, symbols, synchronicities in your life. They are all guiding you to your star, to your true divinely guide, to your highest, to your path, to your highest good. And the star card at the bottom of the other side of the deck says that you are being divinely guided to shine your light out into the world, to allow healing. Yes, so pay attention to the ideas, the inspirations, the creative sparks that are coming to you. Pay attention to the people that inspire you and ignite your passion within you. Mentors, teachers, things that you come across on social media that inspire you. This is all part of your divine life purpose and mission here. So your creative talents and your career life is very, very important at this time for you guys. So pay attention to those repetitive thoughts and ideas that are coming to you. So let's see what your spirit guides dream talk. So absolutely. So your subconscious constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here on the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and more. So absolutely, you are in your dreams. You're being led to success. You're being led to new love, or a deepening of this connection, a reconciliation, and you're being led in terms of your divine life purpose and your career energies as well. So let's see the soul lesson incorporated in all of this energy. Growth. So I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And as I've been saying throughout the reading, guys, I did feel like this was a part of your transformation, a part of your soul growth and evolution, a part of your understanding about relationships and marriage and commitment, and about your understanding of what it takes, both giving and receiving, to understand that there needs to be a healthy balance within healthy relationships, to help you understand that you deserve love, that you do not deserve to be lied or cheated on. So this was a significant relationship in your soul growth and evolution. So your mind is expanding, Jupiter in Sagittarius energy, looking at possibilities and opportunities, seeing yourself as a limitless being that can manifest the life that you truly want, and what you strive towards is what you will manifest and see reward for in your life. So you're changing your perspective, you're gaining a greater understanding of self and the dynamics within relationships, and a greater understanding of healthy relationships as well. You're also embracing new ideas, new concepts, new ways of expanding your mind, expanding your horizon, expanding your life. So there's a great level of expansion that's after taking place through the difficulty, through a karmic lesson that may definitely cause a lot of pain and heartache. This was all so that you could really understand that you shouldn't be pigeonholed, that you should open yourself up to the possibilities of life and the possibilities of meeting different types of people, and understanding that we are all unique, and that we all have our own soul path and lessons to go through. So you're becoming very enlightened here, number 2, and you're being driven towards successful relationships, successful endeavors in projects, and you deserve this. A dream journal, and setting an intention to remember your dreams, asking your angels and guides to help you remember your dreams, help you to better understand the messages, the signs and symbols that are coming to you at your dream state. So guys, I hope this message helped you in some way. Do hit the like button, share the reading, comment if you feel guided to do so, or send me an email, because I love communicating with you guys and connecting with you. And if you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you here, so do hit that subscribe button also. So take care, guys, and look to the future, and know that where you put your energy and effort now is what's going to pay off for you in the future. Hey guys, so welcome to those of you who chose number 3. And if this is your first time checking out one of my videos and you skipped the intro, I'm Steph, and you're very welcome to Freedom Out of Darkness Tarot. This is an original spread, guys, so if you're using it or sharing it, it's making sure that it's been credited back here to Freedom Out of Darkness Tarot. So let's connect and see. I have pre-shuffled the deck. and we're going to look at the X and the lesson. What was the lesson? We want to see what their energy was coming into the relationship. We want to see what their energy was in the relationship and what their energy was leaving the relationship. We want to see what was the underlying reason for the relationship, the main purpose of the relationship, and where all this led you. Okay, so we have the reunion card here. So this is underlining energy about trust, okay? So trust issues, trust in a relationship. This could also be the energy of the fact that there could be a reunion or reconciliation coming in around this connection, guys. It also talks about, like, it talks about loyalty and honesty and friendships. And the underlining is trust. So it says, like, if somebody has broke your trust in the past and really, really hurt you, that can lead us to having trust issues, and we can kind of push people away without giving them the opportunity and time to prove themselves, to gain their trust. So they're like, for me, I learned, guys, I'm 34. I've had 2 long-term relationships, both lasting the bones of 6 years, and both of them very, very difficult in different ways. And this can talk about giving your trust away and not allowing people to earn it. And that happened to me in my 20s. I first met my first serious relationship partner when I was 18. So it talks about a naivety when we give away trust blindly, but I do feel like that we have learned, and as I said, we sometimes, when people breach our trust or betray us, we blame ourselves and we feel we can't trust ourselves to make the right decisions. We can't trust ourselves to see the writing on the wall or the red flags, so we don't open up our energy to new people, or we fear open our energy to new people. So let's see what their energy was coming in. We do have a messenger. So this tells me that you may have met through work. You may have met through friends. Like, I know that's kind of like the way most people meet each other. But I feel like this person may have been coming, so there's 2 things. This person may have like came to your home to do some work, or they may have come into your place of work. They could have very well been like a delivery guy, or a mailman, or somebody who handles important documents. So they were, you may have met this person through a family gathering or an invitation you received to an event or a charity or a wedding. Any type of party or celebration, you may have met this person, and you may have had a lot of conversations. You may have communicated a lot through online communication, texting. There could have been emails or actual physical letters here as well. But their energy is they may have also have been served papers for a divorce, so they may have been going through a divorce or some sort of important information that they received was affecting them when they came into the relationship. This could have been a notice to quit. This could have been something to do with their health as well. So what was their energy in the relationship? So this card came upside down. I don't know my deck. Yeah, it may, some of the cards seem to have gone upside down, guys. So I don't usually, I always have my decks upright because it's really, especially with the main Rider-Waite deck that I use mainly for my readings, I channel messages, so you don't necessarily have to have the cards in reverse to pick up a different meaning or a different energy to that card. So guys, and another thing, this person could have having news, or they may have received a job offer that brought them to near you, or put them into alignment with your energy here. So this card, what their energy was in the relationship, it's the journey card upright. So this is a spiritual journey. It's a metaphorical journey. So they could definitely have traveled for work or been on the road a lot when it comes to their work here. This card in its upright talks about getting away, spending time together, spending time alone. It's a metaphorical or a literal journey or both, to find self, to connect with self, to understand your journey and the path that you are walking here. So in the reverse, unexpected emergency or travel. So again, they may definitely have, like I said, received some information prior to entering the relationship, or as they came into the relationship, they may have received an offer of some sort. This could also be news around their health, or a family or a friend's health, that caused them to have to do exactly what it says here, go on an unexpected emergency or travel situation. So it seems like this person was they could have been on call as well. They could have been like a doctor, or electrical, they could have done a job where they were on call also, and this made their energy very it seems to be completely out of balance here, that it's sometimes they didn't know where they would be at any moment in time, that they were always kind of moving according to spontaneous or scheduled fluctuations as well. A pilot as well, I'm picking up here. So their energy leaving the relationship was the house. So this is family bonds. So it is also about your own security and connecting with your own soul. And these two cards, see, this card is about connecting with your soul, going on that spiritual quest. And this card is about connecting with your soul, as well as being more self-reliant, having more responsibility, your family bonds or projects here, but also your internal sense of security. And this can also be about taking advantage. So they may have very well have taken advantage or outstayed their welcome in your home and in your life. This is a person who is lost. This is a person who doesn't really know what they want or what direction that they are truly going in. They may very well have very strong family responsibilities. This person may have been married for some, and he was traveling for work, and this is how he connected, and he had a lot of online communication, a lot of your connection wasn't always, it was not in the physical, so it was rare, I feel, that you got to see this person, or it's rare they had time for you as well. And this could also have been them trying to find themselves. And I do feel like their career or a home situation or moving had a major impact on this connection. And then again, I feel that somehow, if this is resonating with you, there could be a reunion coming in here, or you're meeting somebody that this situation has caused you a lot of trust issues. So if they were very kind of flighty or secretive, you didn't really know who they truly were, and they were always kind of, there's always something more important or something else. So underlining reason for the relationship is the old woman. So this is a decision that you base on experience. It's also talking about a new experience. So when it comes to a new experience, this means that this type of relationship is not something that you had encountered previously. This is something totally different from any of your other relationships. I feel for sure. And I do feel like there was a lot of, they're making me pay attention to him handing her the letter, and this is, yes, but it's like, it's like, I feel like she is like apprehensive about the communication, because it's something important to her, and she doesn't know what she's going to, what it is when she opens that text message, when you open that email, when you open that letter. You don't know what it is until you read it. But I feel like they may have tried to communicate with you, but in indirect way, where they were very open, or you seem to feel like they were open in their communication, but there was something that was keeping you at a distance from each other, or there was a wedge that was coming in between you from the get-go here, and that could be job, family, ex-partners, responsibilities, the way they live their life. So the underlying reason is that you had to understand that, like, they definitely, you're somebody that they held in high regard here for 100%, and you held them in high regard as well. You may have seen them as an old wise soul, and they may have seen you equally like this. But it seems like that you had to gain an experience here that would in the future. So this is an experience that you say to yourself when you're old and grey, that you're glad you have some of the memories attached to this connection, because it seems to have been like a whirlwind type energy. And it's like there's some healthy, very beautiful memories attached to this connection. That's what I truly feel here, and it's nearly making me like feel all melancholy, like you might very well be missing this person very, very much, and I'm getting a melancholy from their energy as well. So it's a mutual longing, possibly for a reconnection here. But in the future, you were learning from your past mistakes here, because when you base decision, and it's not mistakes, guys, it's more like mistakes are not mistakes, they are lessons, they are opportunities for growth and to gain that wisdom from experience. So you're kind of learning from the things that did not work out, or the way things didn't work out. You have grown from that. And I feel like that this has helped your soul have a leap and bound kind of understanding of the world, understanding yourself, understanding how to have self-respect and what your value and worth truly is. Sorry guys, I paused the video to get a drink. So now we're going to look at the main purpose of the relationship. Okay, so this is the most positive card in the deck, reversed. So it doesn't really have, like, it kind of, like in the reverse, it's a delay. So there might be some delays here. This person seems to be wanting to find their way home again. And you're being led to your true home that is built with somebody who has your trust, somebody who you absolutely love talking to and connecting with, somebody that you can see building a family with here. And I'm not really feeling a negative energy from this card. What I do feel is that you might like, it could mean that the news that was received was not good, and this is what, yeah, so it's something that was kind of happened that took somebody off their normal course, where they had a detour here. This was linked to some bad news that came in. That's what I am feeling for this. It does talk about a test, but in the upright it talks about positive results and good news. It's a yes answer. It talks about loyalty and protection in your intentions, and having strong values, and having good, supportive, loving, loyal people around you. And maybe this person lacked that. And that's what caused them to be flighty or fickle, or caused them not to really trust and invest in people. So I feel like the main purpose of this relationship was for you and them to have some sort of misguided guilt or sense of obligation removed, something about their values and their beliefs, something about their loyalty, teaching loyalty and the value of that loyalty, trusting that when you have a more positive outlook on life, when you use your experiences and see them as lessons that your soul needed to learn, when we understand the bigger picture and the importance of life and what truly matters, that's when we step into our integrity. That's when we get the yeses. That's when we get the positive movement forward. That's when we get what we truly deserve, because we've passed this test of loyalty. We've passed this test of being in your strong values and your intentions, and you are understanding that you should not alter or you should not compromise yourself in any way for somebody else, or for a relationship. That when you are, when you believe that you do and you are absolutely protected by the divine, by your angels, by your spiritual team, when you start trusting in yourself to be your own best friend and attracting people who are trustworthy and loyal into your life. So let's see where all this led you. And isn't this beautiful? Because this is the gift card. This is a card of financial abundance. It's a card of the universe bringing you lots of amazing gifts and abundance in lots of different ways. It can represent an inheritance, an increase in your material wealth. So this brought you an understanding of the true value of things in life. And it is very kind of profound that I'm feeling here, because it's like somebody can buy you gifts and they can send you things and they can have you a nice home, but if they're not there to enjoy all of that with you, does the big house or the car or the money really matter? Does the jewelry matter? Do you know? That's what I'm kind of feeling here. So you're learning the true value of things in life, but also you're receiving a lot of abundance here. You may very well be coming into an inheritance, or this could be a financial agreement that is coming out of a divorce here as well for some. But it's leading you to a place in life where you can be self-reliant, where you can take responsibility for your own happiness and enjoying the abundance and being grateful for everything that you do have in the here and now. So focusing on what you have and being in the energy of gratitude is what this has brought you. So you have understood the value behind what it's like to have loyal, trustworthy partners, what it's like to have friends and family support you, what it's like to be self-reliant and take responsibility for your sense of security and not allowing people to take advantage of you, and knowing when to create healthy boundaries. You're understanding that abundance comes in all shapes and forms, and it's rarely the material things that will bring us happiness. It's always those bonds and connections with those beautiful friends and soul family and those people who do love and support you. This also can be like an engagement and a marriage coming together. So you may very well be in a relationship where somebody is very well off. And this is kind of, there's a difference here. Like I feel like that you have You're not only being met on a material level here, but also an emotional level as well. Somebody could be bringing you a gift if they are coming in to reconcile. So let's see what your angel message is. Give yourself space. So take some time out and say no to demanding people and situations around you. So again, it's about not allowing people to take advantage of you or mistake your kindness for weakness, and creating time for you and enjoying being on your own, meditating, listening to your angels and guides, listening to your thoughts, listening to your body, listening to nature. Any way you can get that time to breathe and just be in your own energy and reconnect with your higher self is very powerful for you at this time. And also drawing those lines in the sand and asserting your boundaries and learning that saying no does not mean that you don't love somebody or support them. It just means that you have healthy boundaries and you want them to be respected because you've understood your value and worth now. Children. So there may be children involved in this situation, but this card tells you that parenting children, teaching children, working with young children, the young children in your life are very important to you right now and are very important to your soul growth and spiritual growth. So you may be becoming a parent here, reunion, a gift from the universe, a gift from the divine creator, a baby, possibly. Also, if you're guided to teach or work with children, all of these energies are a part of your divine life purpose and mission. And also connect with your own inner child by doing something creative, doing something that will allow you to laugh and be in the energy of joy as much as possible, will definitely help you. Children teach us they're like dogs, not well, dogs and animals teach us the power of living in the here and now because they just live in the moment. And children, if they are brought up in a healthy relation, in healthy families, in healthy environments, they don't worry about where their next meal is going to come from or where the bills are being paid, because they feel like that's being met. So it's that energy of the innocence of a child and going back to who you truly are, and doing things that you really enjoy. And if you are seeking to have children or add a child to your family, this is more confirmation that that's something that will be coming in for you. So let's see the spirit guides. What your spirit guides would like to give you as a guidance and advice. Yeah, so breathe. So the breath is the vital bridge between your body and soul. It's the connection between the inside and outside, connecting you to the universe, spirit, and the divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana. I don't know what that is. Which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. So, prana. Okay, guys. So, it really is about spending that time meditating, allowing yourself to heal, allowing yourself to do yoga or just focus on your breathing. If you find yourself worrying or overthinking, bring yourself back into the present moment by inhaling and exhaling and really focusing on that process that you are doing, which allows you to connect with your, not only connect with your physical body again, and to be back in your body and to feel your body, but then allowing you to relax and to connect with your higher self and your spiritual guides and your angels more easily. So when you are listening, when you are in silence, pay attention. So I am being of love and I release all negative energy. So this is a soul lesson here. So this is what your grandmother or a family matriarch would say when you are old and grey. It's what truly matters. And that's the energy of having peace in your life, having love and joy and happiness in your life, not fretting. And sorry guys, I have to get a drink again. So guys, like my throat chakra is closing and I feel like you need to kind of speak about you need to speak about your experiences. You need to speak in your integrity and truth, and what are your core values and beliefs, and how you can lead by example in a positive way to those children and younger people in your life. So I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. So I feel like you're being blessed here after maybe a very like, for peace, you must like to fully appreciate peace. There was a time of unrest, uncertainty, a time of constantly worrying and not knowing what true direction you were going in. And I feel this person, this ex, brought in a level of instability, a level of worry into your life that you now understand was not worth your time. So guys, I hope and I trust this reading has helped you in some way. And do hit the like button, share, comment. I love getting your comments and emails, so do that. And also subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. I feel kind of choked up over your reading, guys, and it is quite profound here in terms of such a beautiful soul lesson to be gaining from a very powerful and profound and empathic connection that you had with a person. So take care, guys, and look after yourselves.